Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Decatur Eagle football on Decatur Sports Network. Tonight, homecoming night 2024 and week 2 of district play. The Eagles come into the ballgame 1-0 as they face the 1-0 Eastern Hills Highlanders for tonight's homecoming game here at Eagle Stadium. I'm Pat Wadlington along with Rob Matthews with the call tonight, and a little bit different pregame show. We had to kind of guess at our timing of when to go on the air because the Highlanders, as I'm looking out the window, are just getting off the bus. So, you ever seen that before, Rob?
Yes, but not on purpose. I've seen teams warm up at their own field and drive a short distance and try to throw the other team off. This team apparently had the choice to get here at 2 o'clock or 6:30. They chose 6:30 for a 7 o'clock kickoff. And when they strolled off the 2 school buses that pulled up, they were in no hurry.
No, they were not.
They were just strolling in, and so we're still 24 minutes from kickoff. The Eagles have already been out, done their pregame warm-ups, and have gone back in before their bus ever showed up, and they still haven't even touched the grass here at Eagle Stadium.
You know, as I saw them exiting the bus and heading toward the locker room, I couldn't help but think about the old Earl Campbell fake stroll back to the huddle. Maybe they're just trying to throw us off that they were really tired already and they're going to come, play like Earl.
Well, if they're trying to make us think they're not ready to play and not prepared to play, it's working, at least up here in the broadcast booth. Yeah. Pat, this is the third game in a row I've been here, and a new face on the field tonight that I haven't got to see in a few weeks, the sideline stallion, Sam Alani's down there.
Tis I, gentlemen, tis I.
Yeah. What was it you had going on the last couple of weeks? I had a wedding. What was your excuse?
I believe I had tennis. We had tennis one day, and I was in Shreveport. I was reporting live.
There's no tennis at Shreveport.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's carry on with our pregame show as normal as we can. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll head straight into my weekly interview with head coach Steve Huff.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagles football. Rob Matthews here with Coach Huff before the Graham game. Coach, looking.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Here we are with Coach Huff. Coach, last Thursday, Eagles started district playoff with a win, defeating the Carter Riverside Eagles. Just give me a few comments about what you saw in that game. Got off to a big bang in the first quarter and never really looked back.
I think it was most of that first half was field position. Everything we did was on their edge of the field. Whether it was special teams keeping them down there, block punt, whatever it might be. So I think that was a big part of that half, getting off that way. But again, I thought the kids we kind of put together a better game. Haven't been playing all phases very well at times, and kind of put them all three together. But again, I thought the kids got after it early and stayed after it, and that was a big part of that.
Well, before we started the interview, we were chatting a little bit about the fact that it was a Thursday game and how that kind of affected the next few days. Tell us a little bit about how, when you play on a Thursday as opposed to a Friday, how does that affect your planning and the things you do in the next few days leading up to the following game?
Well, I think one thing about it is it's always, if you play a Thursday game, it's great if you win. That's the one part about it. So coming off of a win on Thursday night, we treat Friday then as a Saturday. So the kids come in and they do their yoga, and we run them during the athletic period. And then we bring them back after school, and we actually watch the video. And then the JV, they play on Wednesday that week, so they get to have a practice. So we get a little more practice time with them during the period. Then the JV's off after school. But what it also does, it gives all the kids Saturday off. And it gives the coaches an opportunity to have a Saturday off also. So, it compacts the week, but at the end of the week, it's a little bit of decompression for everybody. So then you turn around and, do it again.
Well, before the game, I was trying to kind of get a gauge on our injury situation. I know that we had some guys that suited up and some that actually played. Some suited up and played a little bit less than others, but I don't recall anybody getting injured in the game. I may be wrong, but what's our health situation coming into this next ball game against Eastern Hills?
It's gotten a little bit better. We're going to have Michael Trammell back this week, and we're also going to have Rylan Cavazos back. They both. Well, Michael dressed out last week just for some snapping purposes. He wasn't going to do anything covering wise, but down the field. But those two guys are back. We're going to be without Saul Maldonado this week for hopefully just this week. But that was an injury during practice. So we're slowly but surely kind of taking some steps forward, and hopefully we can get everybody else here in the next week or two.
Well, it's homecoming this week here in Decatur, and it's the Eastern Hills Highlanders. I know you've had an opportunity to go watch them. What do they look like on film?
Yeah, and that's another thing is playing on Thursday night. We had the opportunity to go scout on Friday night, so went over and watched them play. They played Western Hills, and I would say probably without a doubt, this is overall the fastest team that we'll have faced at this time. They do a lot of things that kind of on offense that kind of rotate around their quarterback, because he's a big play threat, especially when the play gets off platform. Things break down a little bit. He has the ability to make big plays with his feet and with his arm. So we've got to keep him somehow bottled up and keep him contained, because he'll also run the ball. They run a lot of power read or quarterback counter, quarterback dart type stuff. To where he just takes off, and if he gets in the open field, he's dangerous, and so and the running back is too. And then looking at them defensively, they're big. They're big up front. They've got a young man that plays linebacker for them that is probably one of the best overall football players I've seen this year, rather than in person on video. He plays inside linebacker. He plays defensive tackle. And he plays defensive end. When he's an inside linebacker, you're looking at a kid that's about 6'2", about 245, and he runs well. And he had a bunch of tackles against Western Hills the other night. So it's very important for us with them on defense, because they are quick. We've got to stay on our path, stay very disciplined in what we do, and keep ourselves from chasing people, because they're fast enough that if you go up the block and it's an open field block, they can get around you. So we got to break down, do a good job of just taking care of very basic fundamentals.
So how's the week of practice been? I know that prior to the Carter Riverside game, we had a tough loss against Graham, and then it kind of finally had quite a bit of breakthrough against Carter Riverside, and a real lopsided victory. How has that translated into the way the kids have practiced this week?
Well, I think anytime you talk about homecoming and talk about getting prepped for a game, you always worry about it. But, I think the older I've gotten, the more I've relaxed on that, understanding that that's a big part of what the kids do, and it's a lot of fun for them. So, try not to take fun away from them, but at the same time, get prepared and keep ourselves focused on what's going on. So the week of practice has been good. I mean, defensively, it helps us a lot getting Michael back, Trammell in the middle, because the physicality of our defense when he's in there, changes notably. It's just very obvious when we go good on good 3 days a week in practice and inside, and when he's back in there, there's a lot more noise when he's in. So and it's good noise. But the prep's been good. The kids kind of held through the loss we had down at Graham and came back next week in a short week, prepared well, coming back off a win. I didn't notice a lot of difference in them this week. They've really not batted an eye all year. I think that's kind of, we try to keep them grounded in the moment a lot, just talk about what's going on and keep the other noise out. And they've done a good job prepping this week. So, hopefully it comes out in a good product for us on Friday night.
So for my last question, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do, I guess when he was playing for you, you got to do it quite a bit, but I'm going to give you a chance to talk about your son. Old Jet's having quite a bit of success in college, so just let everybody know where he's at and a little bit of the great deal of success that they're having up there, especially him.
Yeah, he walked on at the University of Houston and stayed there for about a year and a half, and kind of saw the writing on the wall. He'd been recruited out of high school at the University of Central Oklahoma up in Edmond, and so he got the portal and transferred to UCO, and they were still looking for a quarterback at semester last year. And fortunately, it was still the same group of guys that had recruited him out of high school. So, and they were going to go through some changes offensively. They went to an up-tempo offense, and so that's what he did 4 years in high school. So I think it maybe fit what he can bring to a group a little bit better. And so, they're off to a good start. They're 4-0, play up Missouri Southern this week in Joplin on Saturday. And, right now I think it's the first time since 2004 that they've been started a year 4-0. So, but again, the coaches he's going with right there, and it just is kind of a perfect fit for him. So, hopefully they keep on that trend because they've been doing some good things, and it's fun to watch them play.
Well, I know it's fun for you, and now everybody in Decatur can kind of keep some tabs on it as well. But thank you again for your time every week with us here on Decatur Sports Network, and best of luck to you against the Highlanders.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
There's more to come on your Decatur Eagle pregame show right after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding area. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Handlin, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant in our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on homecoming night at Eagle Stadium. Pat Wadlington here along with Rob Matthews, and down on the field, the sideline stallion, Sammy Alaniz. So let's go down to the field for a weather report. Sammy, what's it like down there?
Now, I'll tell you, the atmospheric temperature is 84 degrees, but on this field it feels about 75. We got a nice little breeze coming in from the east, about 8 to 10 miles an hour. And it's feeling pretty good. And as far as these guys just now showing up and stretching behind my back, I got to tell you, the first time I went out and broke 80, I shot a 74, and I showed up 3 minutes before my tee time. So anything is possible.
Well, but you're the stallion. I mean, you got that going for you. So, Rob, what are the games we got on tap tonight?
Well, there's a lot of people that are open this week. Teams on our schedule: Brock, Denison, Graham. All of them are open. Southwest open tonight. Liberty Christian's playing West Plains out from Canyon tonight. Carter Riverside was Springtown 71-point favorites yesterday against Carter Riverside. They won that game 58-0. Diamond Hill, Jarvis, and Western Hills playing this week. Other teams in the area: Bridgeport, Boyd, Chico, they're all open. A big one in Wise County: Bowie and Paradise playing each other tonight. Alvord plays Trenton. Northwest plays LD Bell. Eaton plays Keller Central. Azle plays Birdville. Crum and Van Alstyne. Ponders playing Vernon. Iowa Park and Peaster. Argyle's playing Everman. Here's a big one. Denton Ryan taking on Aledo tonight. Denton High School plays Brewer. Southlake Carroll and Keller will play tonight. Byron Nelson plays Timber Creek. And Denton Geyer will play Coppell. That's one that the pickers today did not agree on.
On the Denton Geyer Coppell game?
Yeah, one person, two people picked Coppell. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Shane Dubois and.
I should know the scoop from over there still. I mean, I've been gone 10 years now, but I'll take the Cowboys.
Other 4A Division I teams in the region, the whole District 6 is open tonight. That's Alvarado, Kennedale, Lake Worth, Castleberry, Ranch View, and Waxahachie Life. In District 7, Aubrey and Salina. That game might be a good one, but all our pickers pick Salina in that one. Paris plays Panther Creek. Sulphur Springs is open. Lake Dallas plays Community. And then in District 8, it's open as well. That's the Dallas district that has Carter, Conrad, Pinkston, all those schools. Top 10, number 1 team in the state, Stephenville, plays tomorrow over in Tyler. They're taking on Ruston, Louisiana. The number 4 team, Austin LBJ, they play Austin Travis. Number 6 team is Longview Pine Tree. They play Maybank. Kilgore plays Henderson. Tyler Chapel Hill plays Palestine, and the rest of them are open.
I got one more local score from last night. The Victory Christian Patriots defeated Milford. 6-man game just right up the road, 72-51. So Victory Christian goes to 4-1 on the season.
Sounds familiar.
Well, yeah, from last week. I don't know what the score was at the end of the first quarter, but I don't know if it was 45.
Yeah.
So 8 minutes and 35 seconds and counting before kickoff, assuming that it does start on time. Let's take another quick break. We'll be back with more on your pregame show right after this.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40 plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll over the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing? I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium for the conclusion, hopefully, of the pregame show. We've been watching Eastern Hills warm up here on the Decatur end, and the Eagles now finally sending their captains out of the locker room. Captains on the far side For the Highlanders, number 8, the quarterback, Derek Harris. Number 1, Jamarian Hardiman. Number 0, Detavion Bates, 6'1", 175 senior. And number 54, Cameron Dupree. For your Eagles, it's the usual captains. Number 9, Jed Ross, your quarterback. 33, Michael Trammell. 88, Ray Martinich. And number 4, across the street from me, one Lane Heston.
Mr. Lackey down on the field down there. We've got Sam on the Decatur Conference Center sideline. What you got?
I did talk to the official. I asked him about an updated start time, and he said we're looking to start between 7 and 7:03, but not much of a difference.
That's pretty precise, actually.
Yeah, good for them.
That is head referee Kelly Martinez, 21 years officiating.
Let's throw it down onto the field and let Sam, we'll listen to the coin toss and the official's explanation to the players.
And then Sam can give us the field conditions down there on that freshly painted Decatur logo. They were painting it at 4 o'clock.
Field conditions feel fast. It's freshly cut, freshly painted, absolutely. Going to be a fast track tonight.
All right, gentlemen, let's show good sportsmanship. Have a good game tonight, all right? All right, Eastern Hills, you're going to be the visitors tonight. You're going to call the toss. T is tails. T is tails. Heads is football is heads, all right? Go ahead and call it. Heads? All right, here we go. You called heads? Heads it is, right? You won the toss? They won the toss,
I don't know if you guys can hear the train, but that's all I can hear is the train. Eastern Hills did win the toss, deferred to the second half. Let's see here. Actually, Decatur won the toss and has chosen to receive.
So we're going to receive in the north end zone. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with your Parker Properties kickoff and the start of tonight's ball game after this.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding area. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Handlin, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant in our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football as we get ready for the kickoff of tonight's ball game. Homecoming night in Decatur at Eagle Stadium. Your starting lineup offensively for the Eagles, quarterback is number 9, Jed Ross. Abram Graham will be your running back. At receiver, we got Carter Rivens, Caden Forrest, Chase Berg, and at your H-back, Alex Pintoja. Across your front, your offensive line, left tackle tonight will be Caden Merritt. Left guard, J.J. Donahue. Your center, Joseph Findley. Your right guard, Shane Elisegwe. And starting at right tackle tonight in place of an injured, who's injured? Brody Lambert will be starting at right tackle, number 70. Defensively, across the front, Wiley Stone, Ray Martinich, and Bowden Portales. Your linebackers, Devin Marino, Lane Heston, Michael Trammell, and Keaton Good. And in the secondary, your safeties, Gage Terrell and Jace Watson, and your cornerbacks, Rylan Cavazos and Sam Cannon. Rob, what do you know about the officials?
So they're out of the Fort Worth chapter. Chuck Flint is the umpire. David Nugent Jr. is the line judge. Kelly Martinez, the referee. Richard Alvord is the head linesman. Jason Pierce is the field judge. Sean Freeman, the back judge. And Lee Kuntz is the side judge. Fort Worth chapter of officials.
Well, all we have before we kick off is the national anthem. We'll take a break while they play the colors and be back with your Parker Properties kickoff right after this.
And Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience Matters and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40 plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll over the Caraway team.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as it's homecoming night here in Decatur as we get ready to start our Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Decatur facing the Highlanders from Eastern Hills out of Fort Worth. Decatur dressed in their all-blue pants with their white stripes along each side, blue jerseys with blue numbers, and the traditional white helmets with white face mask and the D logo on the side. Kicking off for the Highlanders is number 27, Zach Bartley Fox. I did say that right, Bartley Fox. And deep to receive, Abram Graham and Jake Milligan for the Eagles. And that's an end-over-end kick, and it's fielded at the 36-yard line. That's Caden Cobb, and he's got it out across the 45 to the 46. That was an interesting kick there, Rob.
Looked like they tried to kick an onside. He might have kicked it a little too hard, but obviously not wanting to kick it deep to the Decatur return guys. And a good job of holding onto the football there by number 12, Caden Cobb, because they were grabbing at the football, trying to tackle him and pop that thing out on the opening possession. It'll be Decatur football 1st and 10 at their own 46. Good field position to start the football game tonight.
The Eagles will start with 3 receivers wide left, and Caden Forrest is alone here on the near side to the right. Graham in the backfield with Ross. Snap is back. Quick pass complete on the far side to Berg. He stumbles and falls. Short gain out to about the 47-yard line.
Highlanders were about like they showed up to the stadium late, getting onto the field. Number 27 had to come running on late. Zach Bartley Fox, he came running on right before the snap. 2nd down and 8.
2 receivers wide to each side. Now Berg will come in motion toward the near side. And he'll set up in a slot. There's your snap. Quick pass complete to Forrest on the near side. He's got room. He's out across midfield, deep into Highlander territory, all the way down to the 32.
Chase Berg on the outside had a key block to help spring that for a big gain. It's going to be a Krisha Heston Post Oak Realty 1st down and 10 inside Highlander territory.
Ross from a shotgun. He'll send Pintoja in motion. Now quick screen pass in the flats on the left to Graham. He stutter steps, gets inside the 30 down to about the 27. Nice gain of about 5.
Highlanders in on that tackle. Number 9, Jaden Gibson, a 6-foot, 245-pound junior, and Draylon McGulvery, 6'1", 165 sophomore.
Eagles hurry to the line of scrimmage. Quick play. Pass is complete in the backfield to Graham, and he's blown up there by number 17, Braden Bledsoe.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Chase Berg didn't get his block on that kid, and luckily he wasn't a step sooner. He might still be running the other way with the football.
Big loss on the play. It's going to result in a 3rd down and 11 for Decatur from the Highlander 33. Straightaway handoff to Graham. He's bottled up maybe around the 32, and it's going to be a very short gain. And it'll be 4th and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think it's 4-down territory here. First drive of the game, 4th and 10. You're in their territory, kind of no man's land. You're too close to punt and too far for a Decatur Tire field goal. So go for it. You need to get the 22-yard line for a 1st down. Maybe you pick up the yardage. Maybe you get a pass interference or a penalty to get the 1st down. Maybe you can draw them off sides, looking to the sideline, trying to get the play call from Coach Huff, and they finally do.
Pintoja comes off, and Graham will line up as your H-back. Milligan in the backfield. Now he'll motion out. Pump fake. Ross under pressure. Throws it to Graham near the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be short of the line to gain. And that's going to be a huge stop for the Highlanders on the Eagles' opening possession of tonight's game.
Yeah, they end up punting, but you flip the field position. Inside screen in the middle of the field there, stopped by Jaden Gibson, and it will be a Highlander 1st down as they have their first possession of the night. We talked with Coach Huff before the game, and he said this team is a lot better than the one we saw last week in Carter Riverside. So far, they're showing it.
Speed is what he said. So 1st and 10 Highlanders, 9:29 to go here in your Rosenbaum Dental 1st quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. Now one will go in motion to the right. They'll hand it off. Running back trying to get the edge on the near side, and nothing doing. That's Michael Trammell and Lane Heston both bottling him up. Dropped for about a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, they strung him out. That's number 23, Cameron Rimble, the 5'10", 170-pound freshman, handling the ball there. And somebody up front didn't do their job because there's too many blue jerseys in the backfield if you're watching from a Highlander point of view.
2nd down and 15 for the Highlanders on your James Wood scoreboard. No score in the ball game. This is the first possession for Eastern Hills. It'll be 2nd down and 15. Snap is back. Pass is complete along the flats in the far side. Nice tackle after a very short gain. That was Cavazos, I believe.
Datavian Bates had maybe a block in the back over there on that side. Pushed Jace Watson almost in the back. The official standing there didn't throw his flag, so he thought it was clean. Brings up 3rd down and 12 on the Highlander 1st possession.
Tell you what, that Highlander offensive line is large, and the largest one over there is big number 75, Prince Usoh, U-S-O-H. I don't know how to say that. But on 3rd down and 12, they're going to go deep down the far side. That's going to be incomplete. But Prince Usoh, how do you say it? Usoh is 6'1", 340, and he shows every bit of it out there on the field.
Derek Harris, a sophomore, the quarterback, had a pretty ball thrown there, but he was about to get smoked by Lane Heston if he didn't let go of it right then. He overthrew the intended receiver, 4th and long, and the Highlanders will go 3 and out on their first possession. The Eagles will get it back, should be in good field position with the return man, Caden Forrest, standing back at his own 43-yard line. Had a block punt last week, Pat, for a touchdown. See if we can do it again.
This snap hits the ground but picked up. It's going to be a very short punt. Hits at the Highlander 33, and they're going to spot it out of bounds.
31-yard line. It's
like
going to be
31, yeah.
7 yards on the punt, so might have been better off going for it right there.
Probably.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 31-yard line. Going in.
Ball on the left hash, and the Eagles will split 3 receivers wide to the right. Snap is back. Quick pass complete to Forrest in the flats on the near side. He gets around the edge inside the 20, pushed out of bounds around the 11. It's a Christian Heston first down, and the Eagles are in the quick card red zone for the first time tonight.
Another great block on the outside by Chase Berg. He had a handful of jersey there, but he knew just when to let go of it, and that helped us get inside the red zone. 1st down and 10. Not 1st and goal as the ball spotted at the 11.
Graham will motion out of the backfield. It's an empty set for Ross. Quick pass, incomplete. He was looking for Graham, and it looked like, I don't know what happened with number 17, but I think the ball may have hit him while he was laying on the ground.
Better question is, why was he laying on the ground? I think he got leveled out there by one of the Decatur receivers. I mean, put right on his back. And luckily, because the last 2 passes, the last 2 times we've run that play, he's been in the mix.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the Highlander 11. No score in the ballgame, 9:07 to go, first quarter. Ross looks to throw toward the near side, or far side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Berg.
Tim Trahan out there jumped up and tried to swat it away. Just missed it, but Berg unable to come up with the football. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
I had a really good angle to see that pass, and that was a very small window, him about to try to place that in. Pistol formation on 3rd and 10. Straightaway handoff to Graham. Makes a defender miss, and he's into the end zone. 11-yard touchdown. It'll put the Eagles on the board, 6-0.
The offensive line did a great job right there with their blocks up front, opened up a hole for Graham. The Eagles have been hitting that perimeter screen pass, throwing to the sidelines, and right there handed off to Graham right up the middle, and I don't think anybody touched him. Score 6-0 with the Decatur Tire extra point coming up.
Jace Watson with the holding duties. Michael Trammell, your long snapper. And Eldape's Decatur Tire extra point is up and perfect. It's 7-0 with 8:52 to go in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football right after this.
We're in location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing? I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. The Eagles have just taken a quick lead, 7-0, as we get ready for your Parker Properties kickoff. Rob, you got a Teresa Mater scoring summary.
4 plays, 31 yards, capped off by an 11-yard Abram Graham touchdown. The score 7-0.
The kick is deep, hits at the 7-yard line, picked up by number 11, Ezekiel Grier. And he'll be tackled at about the 18-yard line. Nice coverage there by the Eagle kickoff team as the defense comes out for the second time tonight.
We're off our pace from last week. Last week we had run 9 plays and scored 5 touchdowns. Yeah. We're behind that pace, so things really need to pick up.
I'm taking the Highlanders over Carter Riverside.
Guys, I see a flag on the sideline over there.
Uh-oh.
But I'm not sure if it just fell out.
Yep, they're marking one off.
It's going to be against the Eagles.
It's like a personal foul.
See if you can find out what
face
that is.
mask.
So Kason Cooper in at cornerback here on the near side, number 21.
Beautiful night here in Wise County. No clouds in the sky, but sunset behind Eagle Stadium.
There's a snap, jet sweep toward the near side, and unloading is Michael Trammell on number 17, I believe it is, Braden Bledsoe.
Do we do a hard hit of the week nominee? Because that's one of them if we do.
He was untouched, came over from his linebacker spot and just leveled the running back there. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 12.
You know, when I was talking to Coach Huff earlier this week, he spoke about Trammell getting back in the lineup and getting some action and how much physicality he brings when he is out there on defense, and he shows it right there. 2nd and 12, Highlanders. Play fake. Quarterback under pressure, rolling right. It's Trammell again. He doesn't get him, but Keegan Hatchell does. And that's going to be a big loss for Eastern Hills there.
If you've ever seen necessary roughness and the guys hiding behind the official saying, blow the whistle, that play kind of reminded me of that because he had nowhere to go with the football and 3 Eagles in his face. It looks like there's an injured Highlander down over there on the far sideline. That's number 8, Derek Harris, a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore.
That's the quarterback. I'm thinking he may have fallen on the football. That's what I hope happened.
Can't get any of this air. Sam, you got any vibe check from down there on the Decatur Conference Center sideline?
Everything's positive so far. There was a little bit of redirection after the first series where we didn't get any traction after having a short field, but it's quickly been turned around.
Okay. Quarterback's getting up. I think he's going to be okay, but he's got to come out for at least a play. So there's going to be a backup quarterback in.
I'll tell you,
as Derek Harris leaves the field.
He did go down hard, and Keegan Hatchell and all of his probably 220 pounds landed right on him.
Okay, the Highlander band has made their appearance. There's probably 20 fans on the far side, but they're not all from Eastern Hills. Just looking. There's some green shirts over there. Who would that be? Green and gold. That'd be probably Benbrook. No, it wouldn't be Benbrook. That's Western Hills.
On 3rd and 20. Straightaway handoff, and nothing working there as Ray Martinich worked his way through the offensive line and able to gobble him up. No gain. So it'll be a punting situation for Eastern Hills.
Cameron Rimble, the ball carrier there, a freshman, and they'll punt for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, 4th and 20, but if they only punt it 7 yards again, they still should go for it.
Well, our return guy's back at his own 46-yard line, and if you saw the Kentucky and Ole Miss ending last week, this is about the position that Kentucky ran a fake punt and was successful.
Snap is better this time, and so is the punt. It's end over end, hits at the 50, and it's going to be out of bounds. I think it'll be marked in Highlander territory. They will mark it at the Eastern Hills 48, and the Eagle offense will take the field.
That was Derek Harris that came back in to punt, the quarterback, and whatever was wrong with him, he shook it off to come back in and punt that one away. He did get a lot better effort that time. No return yardage, and it will be Eagles football in Eastern Hills territory at the 48. Big crowd on hand here. It's homecoming 2024.
3 receivers tight in a bunch formation. Now they'll all go in motion to the far side. Snap is back. Quick pitch to Milligan. He breaks through the line, and he breaks to the outside, cuts against the grain, and he's going to score. Jake Milligan, 48 yards, and another McLaughlin Supply touchdown for the Eagles.
That was just a toss play to the left side, and he cut it back up the middle and cut it to the right side outside the hash and was able to take it to the end zone for a touchdown. Great play design there by the Eagles, and might have caught the Highlanders over pursuing just a bit on that toss play. And nice individual effort there by Milligan to cut it back and take it to the end zone. 13-0 with the extra point coming up.
Jace Watson asks for the snap. He gets it. The hold is good, and so is the kick. Is no good?
They say it's no good, so 13-0 remains the score here at Eagle Stadium on homecoming. We'll take a break and be back. This is Decatur Eagles football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding area. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Handlin, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant in our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Hallsale Street.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 13-0. Eagles with the lead, and Ezekiel Greer takes your Parker Properties kickoff out to about the 24-yard line. And Eastern Hills will start its third possession of this first quarter.
Yeah, he fielded that back near the goal line and was able to bring it out and run it out of bounds.
Jet sweep again this time, and it's going nowhere either. Ball carrier gets back to the 25, maybe a gain of 1.
The offense is off pace from last week, but the defense is not off pace from last week. They're doing a great job. They forced 2 punts already, and I don't even think they've allowed positive yardage out of the Eastern Hills Highlanders yet. 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 9.
Highlanders look to their sideline for a play call. Empty backfield for your quarterback, Harris. Now he'll bring a man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep this time, and he's going to be sacked from behind. That's number 4, Lane Heston. Gobbled him up. Another 3-yard loss for the Highlanders. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, number 8, Derek Harris, might be tired of this already. He's been hit and hit hard several times already tonight. Heston was able to read the quarterback keep there and just chase him down from behind and tackle him for a loss. 3rd down and about, scoreboard says 12, so we'll go with that. For the Highlanders, they might try to slow things down the way Decatur already up 2 touchdowns.
Empty set again for your quarterback. 2 receivers wide to each side and an H-back. Now a quarterback keep up the middle. Bounces to the outside, and it looks like Harris is going to have a 1st down for the Highlanders. And tackle made there by Gage Terrell, but too far outside the boundary, and that's going to be a late hit here. I don't know if you'd call it a late hit or hit out of bounds. 15 yards is what it's going to be.
Martinich was there to in position, but he was getting blocked. The lineman had a good block on him, and it allowed the ball carrier to bounce it out to the outside. Then you add on another 15 yards for the penalty, and right on the 50-yard line. Renshaw drug 50-yard line is where they're going to put the football. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. The first time getting close to Eagle territory tonight.
It's a tough game to play if you're counting on your quarterback to do all of the toting for you as hard as he's been getting hit. So we'll see how long that game plan lasts.
1st and 10 Highlanders from midfield. Harris looks to throw it deep down the far side and incomplete. He was looking for number 1, Jamarian Hardiman. Nice coverage there by Rylan Cavazos.
Decatur only rushing 3 guys right there, and that offensive line from Eastern Hills is able to give the quarterback time to operate, but not able to complete a pass. Linebackers for the Eagles dropping back in coverage. So Eastern Hills looking to the sideline to get their play. They get their plays in about like they got off the bus, just nice and easy.
On 2nd and 10, straightaway handoff. The running back wiggles his way around a couple of defenders, gets into Decatur territory for the first time tonight for Eastern Hills, but not very far. They'll spot him at the Decatur 48-yard line, 3rd and 8 for the Highlanders.
That's Cameron Rimble, the freshman ball carrier for the Highlanders, and the first guy there, Keaton Good, made the hit on him, but Lane Heston was trying to put him underneath that fresh coat of white paint. Took him a second to get up. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. It's 13-0. Eagles lead.
Harris in a shotgun, 2 receivers wide to each side. He'll keep it himself up the middle. Evades 2 defenders, but it's still going to be a short gain out to about the Decatur 46-yard lines where they will spot this one.
Yeah, right there it was Michael Trammell. He was in the backfield but had to watch to see if the quarterback was going to keep it or give it, and the quarterback pulled it and ran right past him. Eagles stop him for a short gain. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6. I'm not sure if they're going to punt right here or go for it. I think if
it's an odd formation, 2 receivers split wide to each side on the line of scrimmage and 1 receiver behind each of them. Only 3 linemen, in a traditional sense anyway, on 4th and 6. There's your snap. The quarterback drops it, and he's in big trouble. And he's sacked by Ray Martinich. I believe that's his 2nd of the night. And turnover on downs for Eastern Hills, and it'll be the Eagle offense.
Yeah, I think they were going to go for it there. They spread everybody out, had 3 receivers to each side, and only 3 linemen. And whatever they were looking for, they liked the look they got, but the snap over the quarterback's head blew that up, and it's going to be a Eagle first down inside Highlander territory at the 49-yard line. So 2 punts and a turnover on downs for Eastern Hills so far tonight. Eagles back in business.
Twins to each side. Now Graham will motion out of the backfield to the near side. Ross, pump fake, throws it across along the near sideline to Abram Graham, and he's going to score. A 49-yard touchdown pass from Jed Ross to Abram Graham will give Decatur its 3rd McLaughlin Supply touchdown of this first quarter.
Yeah, good to see Jed Ross up off the turf. He took a shot down by the knees by number 66, big number 66, a 6'2", 288-pound junior, Jeremiah Jordan, hit him right as he released it down low and able to complete the pass for a touchdown, a 1-play drive. Another one. Their offense is trying to catch back up.
Yeah, they are. Watson gets the hold down, and this time El Dape's kickoff or extra point is good. Your score 20-0 with 2:54 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is a
48-yard line.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As your Parker Properties kickoff is away, it hits at the 12-yard line, and we've got whistles.
Everybody's coming back. I wonder if the ball wasn't whistled ready for play. Sideline Sammy down there getting an explanation for us. What do you say, Sammy?
I'm creeping in right now. They didn't blow the whistle ready for play.
Okay. Man. Ball was not ready for play, so the Eagles will kick it off again from the north 40. get some Outlaw Equine out-of-town scores for you as the game goes on.
That was a good practice run.
I got Paradise over Bowie 13-0. Still in the first quarter. Alvord over Trenton 21-0. Just in the second quarter. We'll get more scores as we have time. There's your second Parker Properties kickoff. This one's fielded at the 10. And going to be tackled at the 10. That's Jake Milligan.
Yeah, great coverage by the Decatur coverage team. That return guy, he was awfully close to being out of bounds when he caught the football. That left foot was right near the sideline, and if he would have caught it with his foot on the sideline, it would have been a penalty on the Eagles. Correct?
Would it really?
Yeah, it would have been a kick out
That
of
is
bounds.
correct. I think he was a little further away than what we may have thought.
You know, I did a little math a minute ago because I'm real good at math, and I realized that if just between number 75 and number 70 on the offensive line, you got 680 pounds.
Well, 70 has been over on the sideline, and number 70 is a freshman weighing 340.
First and 10. Harris passes complete here on the near side in the flats. And they're going to be receivers going to be pushed out at the 19, 1 yard shy of the line to gain. Nice play there on first down for Eastern Hills.
Gage Terrell in on the tackle with Kaysen Cooper helping push him out of bounds. The safety comes in and help push him out of bounds. Third down and about 4.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Marked him out.
At about the
Now,
18, maybe the 7.
They can't make him
Yeah,
turn
he made a business decision there and stepped out before there was any contact.
So second and 2. Snap is back, handoff straight away to the running back. He's across the 20 to the 21, and he's got the first down, but he paid for it. I think that was Lane Heston
Yeah,
there.
nice
with
tackle there by Lane Heston. Wrapped him up and took him down. No missed tackle on that play. When they watch film tomorrow, that's a textbook tackle out of Heston. But it is a first down for Eastern Hills.
Rob, I think you're right. They're letting a little time run off the play clock already.
They get the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. They saw the score last week against Carter Riverside.
Yeah. So first and 10, Eastern Hills. Harris is going to throw it to the far side, complete to number 1. That's Jamarian Hardiman, and that's easily the biggest gain of the night for Eastern Hills, all the way out to the Decatur 48.
That was a great pass. Just threw it up for grabs and a back shoulder throw. At first I thought he was just getting rid of it, but apparently they were trying to do that. And a great catch by number 11, Ezekiel Greer, another freshman for the Highlanders. Moves the ball out near midfield up to the 48-yard line. It's going to be another first down.
Well, Hardiman's got quite a height advantage on Cavazos over there. He's 6'2". I don't know what Cavazos is, but he's not 6 foot. On first down, handoff straight ahead, nowhere to go. It's Michael Trammell meeting the running back at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard.
Just an inside run there that really didn't stand much of a chance. That was the 5'7" freshman in there carrying the ball. It's going to be second down and about 9 as the ball spotted at the 49-yard line. 1 minute left here in the Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Scores 20-0 Decatur.
Highlanders get a play in from their sideline. They'll split 3 receivers wide to the left side, the ball at the right hash. Snap is back. Harris rolls left, and he's under pressure. The ball comes out. I don't know whether he threw it. The whistles are blowing, so.
Yeah, he threw it away. I don't know if they're going to say number 11, Ezekiel Greer, was in the area, but he was getting rid of it, and a smart play by the quarterback to get rid of it because that would have been a loss of 15 or more if he would have taken the sack there. The clock stopped with 45 seconds.
So third down and 9 for Eastern Hills. They trail Decatur 20-0. Coach Anderson signaled some plays into his quarterback.
Justin Northwest played last night. They defeated Hearst L.D. Bell 42-7. Go ahead.
Harris looks to throw, plenty of time. Throws it on the far side, incomplete. That was Moreno on the coverage and knocks it away.
Hey, that was a good job by the quarterback, Derek Harris. You see him holding the ball with his left hand and directing traffic with his right, and still made a good throw, but The Decatur defender there made a little bit better play, knocked it away, brings up 4th down with 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Left-handed quarterback is Harris.
So now they're going to line up in that same punting formation. I don't know if I'd call it that.
People moving
and
all.
Harris is going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's complete. That was Datavian Bates. Kind of snuck behind all the Decatur defenders. And Eastern Hills with the 4th down conversion all the way down to the Decatur 26.
Well, the quarterback took the snap and acted like he was going to run for a second, took 2 steps forward, then popped up and lobbed the ball in the air, and a great catch by Datavian Bates, a 6'1", 175-pound senior. Makes the catch. They convert on 4th down, and Coach Devin Anderson says, we're not coming here to punt. We're coming here to try to score touchdowns, and the first quarter is going to end 20-0 on the James Wood Motor scoreboard. We'll take a break and be back with more Decatur Eagles football in a moment on the Decatur Sports Network.
Established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll over the Caraway team.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as we start your NRS second quarter. And Decatur with a 20-0 lead over Eastern Hills here on Homecoming 2024. Highlanders with the ball at the Decatur 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we were at break when the first down play happened. It was a throw pass to the end zone, and the ball fall incomplete.
High snap. And the quarterback's going to keep it, trying to get around the corner on the near side. Can't do it.
He made a good decision to keep it because I didn't catch the number on the Eagle that was back there going to tackle Jamarian Hardiman. But he still didn't get but a yard to get up to about the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and about 9.
I think it might have been Reese Remington, 41. Is either that or Lane Heston. I saw a 4.
It wasn't Lane Heston. This is his first play back.
Okay. So 3rd down and 9. Harris takes the snap, looks left, throws left, got a man, but it's picked off by Kason Cooper. Nice interception there for Kason Cooper, his first of the season, and the first turnover of the night for the Eagles.
Lane Heston was coming through there, about to sack the quarterback, and one of the offensive linemen had 2 handfuls of jersey on Lane to keep him from getting to the quarterback. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles as they set up inside their own 20. They're going to spot the ball near the 11-yard line, Pat, so the Eagles will have almost 90 yards of freshly mowed Bermuda grass to cover here in the second quarter.
Over and under how many plays it takes us to put in the end zone?
2.
Handoff to Milligan, and he almost made it 1. Somebody grabbed his jersey, and if they had not have, he might have gone 90 yards.
He had a good grip, too. What do we have, some extracurriculars? We've got a Decatur Eagle coming off the field with his helmet off, number 54.
Ella Segway.
Ella Segway.
It was hanging from his mouth guard that was still in his mouth, if you can believe that. He's got some strong jaws.
First down and 10.
Straightaway give to Milligan, and he's out across the 25 to the 28.
You know, Milligan had a big game last week, at least in the stat column.
He's got some speed. If he gets into the open field, it's going to be hardly anybody that will be able to catch him. Second down and 5. Pistol formation for the Eagles. They'll hand it to Milligan again. He'll work his way through the line of scrimmage across the 30 to the 31. Short of the line to gain by about a yard and a half, maybe. It'll be third down for the Eagles.
Looking at last week's stats, the Eagles had 19 first downs. Carter Riverside only had 1. But it was, where are we at? On this side, Jake Milligan had 5 carries, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Big game for him last week.
They'll hand it to Milligan again, and he's through the line of scrimmage with a burst of speed out across the 35 all the way to the 40-yard line, and another Christian Heston first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, the offensive line doing a good job up front, opening a few holes. Milligan able to find them, and has put together some pretty good runs so far on this drive.
They'll hand it to him again, and he's met hard at the line of scrimmage. That's big number 9, Jaden Gibson, 6 foot, 245-pound linebacker. He'll drop Milligan for a loss of 1.
Yes, the broadcaster jinx, just talking about how good he was running, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1, brings up second down 11.
I mean, they handed it to him like 5 plays in a row. I mean, come on. The defense is finally looking for it. Second and 11. They'll give it to him again, and he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard, and it's going to be third and 10 for the Eagles from their own 40.
Well, the holes I was saying the offensive line was opening up, they're not there anymore. So third down and 10, look for the Eagles to go to the air right here.
How about a play fake to Milligan? Nope. Ross is going to throw it, though, and he completes it to Berg on the far side. It's complete for a first down. Out across the Renshaw Drug 50-yard line and to be spotted at the Highlander 42.
Talk about size advantage. Berg has quite a bit on Tim Trahan, the 5'8 senior that was out there in coverage. First down and 10, Eagles.
Handoff to Milligan. Met at the line of scrimmage, pushes his way forward for a yard to the 41, and it'll be second down.
Milligan must have been walking around the field house this week bragging about how many yards per play he had last week, and the coaches are saying, we'll bring that down for you. Second down and 9.
Snap is back to Ross. Quick pass, far side, complete to Berg. Berg's on his way. He's got a first down, pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he's driven out of bounds quite a bit right in front of, well, I was going to say the Highlander cheerleaders, but I don't think they have any cheerleaders here. They have a band and a few fans, but anyway, they tackled us out of bounds a good 5 yards, no flag.
First and 10, Decatur. There's 3 receivers set up from on the left side. Snap is back to Ross. Quick pitch to Milligan. He stutter steps at the line of scrimmage, gets around the edge. Nope, not quite. He's brought down at the 19. Nice tackle there by number 7, Draylon McGolvieri.
Timeout on the field. That we'll take it with them.
A Trinity Realty timeout.
Trinity Realty timeout is 20-0 here in the NRS second quarter. Decatur leads. We'll be right back.
I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing? I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
On 2nd and 5, Ross is going to throw it here on the near side, complete to Forrest at the 10. I'm sorry, that's number 11, Andrew Ramirez. Christian Heston first down. Eagles inside the quick car red zone. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, wait a minute. Now they'll mark it right at the 10, so 1st and goal.
All right, see if we can punch it in the end zone. Up 3 touchdowns already.
Handoff, Milligan. He's got a yard down to the 9. I see a flag on the field. Let's see. Highlanders pointing toward the Eagles.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. The penalties have kind of been our own worst enemy, but they're marking it up into the 5-yard line. It's going to be on Eastern Hills. It'll be
half the distance.
I think another first down and goal from the 5 this time. Got Berg split wide to the right over there on the wide side of the field. But Milligan in the backfield next to Ross.
Snap is back. Handoff, Milligan. Met at the line of scrimmage, but pushes his way forward down to the 3-yard line.
Marvy Miller made the tackle. He was the first one back, a 5'8 senior for the Highlanders. He was able to trip him up after a gain of about 2. Brings up 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Southbound train. You can hear it on the crowd mic. Headed by Eagle Stadium here. Big crowd on homecoming too, Pat.
Yeah, it's standing room only from what I can tell, at least on our side. So 2nd and goal. Handoff, Milligan. And I don't see a signal. I do on the far side. Touchdown, Decatur.
Yeah, just a run right up the gut with the same play they've been running most of this drive. 89 yards on the touchdown drive, and most of it was Milligan on the ground running that same play. They've varied from that a little bit, but I bet he ran the same play 6 or 7 times there on that one drive and finally punches it in the end zone.
Edwin Eldape in for your Decatur Tire extra point. It's up. It is good. And your score 27-0 on your James Wood scoreboard. 7:03 left before halftime. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Rob, how about a Teresa Mater scoring drive?
14 plays. They started at their own 11-yard line. It was 14 plays, 89 yards, capped off a 3-yard Milligan touchdown run, and it makes the score 27-0.
Milligan was the bell cow that entire drive. I don't know how many carries he had, but it was at least 80% of their plays were probably
undershot it. I said 6 or 7, but I didn't realize it was a 14-play drive, so I'm going to up it to 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And like I said, the coaches really want to get his yards per carry down. I'm just kidding.
Well,
because he was averaging about 20-something a carry last week.
The first 4 or 5 runs he had, he was one arm tackle away from taking them all to the house, and they figured it out. So
maybe they were trying to up his carries, and we just couldn't get him blocked up front. And anyway, 7:03 left here in the NRS second quarter, and it's 27-0. And the Eagles cruising here early on homecoming.
The Highlanders will start this drive from their own 25. Quarterback Derek Ross in a shotgun formation. The receiver comes in motion. The snap is on the ground, picked up by the running back, and he's twirled around and thrown to the ground. That's
Daniel Rocha.
Yeah.
Daniel Rocha, I don't think anybody even blocked him. He was back there in a hurry, and you let that guy get a double arm bear hug on you, you're going to the ground.
He looked like he'd wrestled before. He really did. That was
looked like me trying to get a prom date, having to tackle him.
2nd and 17 for Eastern Hills from their own 18-yard line. Straightaway handoff. Through the line of scrimmage across the 20 out to the 22-yard line.
Who was it that came barreling in there? Maybe number 34, Wiley Stone. He was crashing hard in there, and I think he might have been the first one to knock the ball carrier off balance. But it is going to be 3rd down and long, and if the Highlanders want to keep this score respectable in the first half, they're going to have to put some first downs together because the Decatur offense really hasn't had, since that first drive, haven't had any trouble moving the football.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now the running back comes in motion. Screen pass is complete to the back in the backfield. He's out across the 25 to the 29-yard line.
That's Rimble, the freshman. Doesn't have the first down. He's going to be about 5 yards short. They're going to mark it 4th down and 5 from the 30. And so you've got to watch. They're going to send in some new players. That doesn't mean they're going to punt the football. It's not really a punt team. They're only sending in, 6 new players. And
all the linemen are going off.
They've run a fake punt, twice in a row now? I don't know if they're going to do it, but they're lined up a little bit different to punt this time than they were last.
Antoine Henry will be your deep snapper. Snap is good. It is a punt. It's high and short. It's going to be out of bounds somewhere near the 50-yard line. Let's see where the official's going to mark it.
Sideline Stallion could have called a fair catch and caught the football if he was in the right position.
My first thought was to call it fair catch, but I was afraid I'd get us a sideline warning of some sort.
It'll be worth it. They'll mark it right at the Renshaw Drug 50-yard line, and with 4:53 left in your NRS second quarter, the Eagle offense will take the field, leading 27-0.
Sam Allenese is roaming the Decatur Conference Center sideline down there. 1st down and 10 from midfield.
Jamari Fletcher in the backfield with Ross this time seeing his first action. They'll hand it to him, and he's gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. That Highlander defensive line starting to handle business in the trenches.
Well, running it right up in the teeth of that defense. Looking through the binoculars here, Fletcher still has that big club on his right hand, so that's going to limit his ability there just a little bit. I'd like to see that thing come off soon.
Now Fletcher will motion out of the backfield to the far side, and we've got whistles and a timeout. Decatur will take a Trinity timeout. We will too. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding area. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Handlin, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant in our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms may vary by situation.
Welcome back to Eagles football. 27-0 here on the James Wood Motor scoreboard. The Eagles lead coming out of that Trinity Realty timeout. Coach Huff called that timeout right before the snap. I don't know if he saw something he didn't like. Sideline Sammy, you got a report on that down there? No. 2nd and 11.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, he's waving to the crowd. 2nd
and 11 Decatur. Now they're going to motion Fletcher out of the backfield. Trying to do what they tried to do right before the timeout. There's your snap, and the pass is complete to Berg, but he's popped immediately and dropped for a loss.
Number 33, Marvy Miller, the senior, was in there right when the football got there, he was there to make the tackle. And
we might want to chunk that play for a week or two.
Well, we tried to get that report from the sideline, but Sideline Sammy was talking to the fans in the crowd.
I was running for
Ross
mayor.
is going to go deep for Ramir. Who is that? Oh, it's Carter Riggins, but it's incomplete.
So 4th and long, we'll see what Coach Huff wants to do right here, and he's going to send in a punt team. And doesn't mean they're going to punt, but with 3:46, I don't know. You're up 27-0. I don't think you want to give Eastern Hills any momentum going into the locker room. I think you'll probably see a punt here and try to pin them deep and hold them, maybe even get a muffed punt, get the football back.
Jet Jenkins, the punter for the Eagles, from his own 35-yard line, end over end and low, hits at the 25-yard line and takes a huge Decatur bounce all the way down to the – well, it's going to be a touchback now, I think.
Oh, there's marking them at the 1. The Eagles thought maybe – that the Highlander return guy touched it when it bounced past him, but they're going to say he's dead at the 1-yard line. It'll be Highlander football at their own 1. And the Eagles were in hot pursuit. They thought the guy touched it. What number was it? He's still back
2.
there arguing with the refs. That's number 2, Tim Trahan. And the Eagles thought, oh, it's going to be Eagle football at the 1. He did touch it, so it will. Hey. Right on cue. I said something about getting the ball back on a muff punt, and here we have it 1st and goal at the 1. That might be the longest offensive play we've had tonight, the punt. All right, 1st down and 10 Eagles.
Is it going to be handoff Fletcher or handoff Milligan?
Fletcher.
Fletcher lines up in the pistol formation directly behind Ross, and it's a play fake. Ross rolls to his right under pressure, throws it complete for a touchdown to Jake Milligan this time.
Fooled all of us. We thought they were going to hand it to Fletcher, and it was Milligan. He was the lead blocker.
I think we're going to go for 2.
He went into a pass route and a nice fake by Ross and threw it over there. It's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles, makes the score 33-0 with the extra point coming up.
They're going to kick it. The extra point team stopped, but they stopped because there was a penalty on the play against the Highlanders that was declined. So El Dape will come on for your Decatur Tire extra point. Watson with the hold. The kick is up. This one is good. And on your James Woods scoreboard, it's a big lead for the Eagles, 34-0. 3:28 before halftime. We'll be back with more after this.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer. Friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 3:28 before halftime. Rob, you got a Teresa Mater scoring summary?
It was a long one. Parker Properties kickoff is going to be fielded by the Highlanders at the 1-yard line and returned out to about the 17. Teresa Mater State Farm drive scoring summary. After a muffed punt, the Eagles take over 1st and goal from the Highlander 1-yard line, and it was a 1-yard touchdown pass from Ross to Milligan. It makes the score the McLaughlin Supply touchdown and the Decatur Tire extra point should be 34-0, but the guys over here guarding the cookies have it at 33-0.
There they go. They must have heard you.
Well, they're guarding the water. Act like the ports are shut down or something.
From the 16-yard line, Highlanders 1st and 10. Harris, the snap is wide, and two Eagles in there. It's Lane Heston and Marino on the tackle.
It's a bad snap from the center. It was between the running back and the quarterback, and neither one of them handled it. Finally, number 33, Marvy Miller, came up with it, but he already had two Eagles in his face, and just didn't get off on the right foot right there. The center for the Highlanders, what number is he, 70? Nope, 54.
54.
Yeah, he's had a few little snaps tonight.
Cameron Dupree. Harris is going to throw it, and he completes it to DeTavion Bates, and he almost completed it to Lane Heston for a pick six.
Michael Trammell was closing in on the quarterback, and the tackle on the left side just got a piece of him to knock him off and give Harris just a little bit more time to make that throw. It's 3rd down and about 4 yards for the Highlanders here with 2:14 and counting in the NRS second quarter.
You know, when they can execute a snap and he has a little bit of time, Harris throws a pretty ball. Just a sophomore.
And left-handed.
Snap is back this time. He's going to throw it down the far sideline. Had a man, knocked away, though. That was Kaysen Cooper again. Great coverage there. You know, I was going to say something about Kaysen earlier when he had the interception. He didn't play football for several years after he got out of middle school. It was basketball only. Coach Jones talked him into playing football, and he's playing cornerback, I think, for the first time. And just every week I can see improvement in his technique, his coverage, and really happy to see him get that interception over there and that pass deflection on this pass play. Grandson of the Super Looper.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that name somewhere.
Yep.
I've seen it at Roosters. There's a jacket.
Is that the only place?
There's a jacket up top on the second floor of Roosters.
Is it Roy's?
It says something about Super Looper.
Yeah.
Roy Cooper.
Roy Cooper, the Super Looper. I did talk to Kaysen Cooper about his interception just a few minutes ago. Whenever you said I was talking to the fans, I originally went over there to talk to Kaysen, and he said his eyes were huge whenever that ball was coming. He said he knew he had it.
It probably took forever to get to him. 1st and 10 Eagles from the Highlander 45-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go in your NRS second quarter. Ross is going to throw it complete. Nope, incomplete.
Went right off the hands of number 11, Andrew Ramirez. Might have caught a shoulder pad, but luckily it bounced over the Highlander defenders that were there, because that would have been a good ball to get on the tip drill for an interception. Brings up 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete ball. Eagles have it at the Highlander 45.
Pantoja comes off, and the Eagles in a two-back set now. Hand off to Milligan. It's going to be a reverse. It's Caden Forrest coming around the near side, and he gets the corner. He's inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20, but pushed out of bounds around the 15. They're going to spot him at the 14-yard line. Eagles in business with a minute and a half to go before they head into the locker room for halftime.
That was a great block in the backfield. I wasn't sure it was going to be legal or not, but Jonathan Donahue got a great block to spring him down the sideline, and he was even up with the guy very easily. If he'd have been a half a step slower, they could have called him for a block in the back. 1st down and 10 inside the Quick Car red zone.
Ross will switch Milligan and Fletcher from his right to his left. Now he'll take Fletcher out of the backfield in motion. Screen pass complete to Milligan. He's inside the 10, turns the corner inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. It's a Christian Heston 1st down and 1st and goal for the Eagles.
I think they're going to mark him inside the 5, maybe at about the 4-yard line. And Milligan, he's getting up a little bit, limping on that right leg, and we've wondered what's happened to Graham. I thought maybe he was out of the game, but he's been lining up. Where is he at now? Is he in the game or is he out?
I think he's out right now.
Okay.
Milligan in the backfield with Ross. 3 receivers left. There's a snap. Quick pass, incomplete. Looking for Ramirez again. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Graham standing on the sideline right behind Coach Huff, has his helmet off.
He's not getting any medical attention.
No, not getting any. Nobody's looking at him. He's standing on the sideline. So maybe he's okay, just not in the ball game right now. Milligan trots back
he's
out
getting
there.
plenty of work tonight, number 2. That is
Milligan
for sure.
is, maybe. 2nd down and goal.
They'll pitch it to him. He's inside the 5, and he's into the end zone. Once again, Jake Milligan with a McLaughlin Supply touchdown.
Yeah, nice. I don't know what number touchdown that is for him.
4th.
At the half, we'll have stats, and we'll recap, see what the stats are both sides. But he's been in the end zone several times tonight, and that one they've run that same play, just a toss out to him, and he's able to get it into the end zone for a McLaughlin Supply touchdown. The Decatur Tire extra point coming up. Edwin Aldape on to kick it.
The hold is good. Aldape's kick is good. And with 1:14 to go before halftime, it's 41-0 Decatur. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience Matters and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football as the Parker Properties kickoff is caught by the Highlanders, but there was kind of a fight over who was going to run it back. And
that's second week in a row we've seen that. And poor guy, number 23, he's laying on the turf. Cameron Rimble, the freshman, and everybody else has just walked off and left him there after they didn't block for him, and then he gets railroaded at the 10-yard line. They're going to send a couple of trainers out, but I'm not real sure he can get any of this air. And the kids they sent out to tend to him,
I think they're looking at his knee.
I don't think that they're a day over 18, but Rimble, the freshman, he's been a big part of their offense. And now he's laying on the turf here at Eagle Stadium.
I could talk a little bit about Eastern Hills High School. I grew up watching Eastern Hills High School football, and I had many family members that graduated from there. My Aunt Susie, my Aunt Kathy, my Aunt Cindy, my Aunt Debbie. And I would go to Eastern Hills High School football every Friday night back in the 70s. And I got a list of notable names that have played football at Eastern Hills High School, and the one that when I was in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, there was a player there, and his name was Mike Lockett. And I would go with my grandfather and watch practice, and he would come to our little 5th grade YMCA games, and he was spectacular. He ended up going to Texas on a scholarship, and I don't know, you may be too young to remember this, buddy. You'll remember it though. And I believe it was New Year's Day 1978. UT played Notre Dame and Joe Montana in the Cotton Bowl, and Notre Dame was ahead big right before half, and UT threw a touchdown right before half, and it was to Mike Lockett, and this little guy was jumping up and down, spilling popcorn in his living room. Ended up passing away though. Didn't even get through college. Died in a car accident, but he was one heck of a nice guy. I was only 11. He'd write me letters from his dorm room.
They're going to help Rimble off the field. He's not even going to the sideline. He's going straight to maybe the locker room. And one of the coaches are having to help him off the field. Fort Worth ISD not sending much in the form of support staff. to these Friday night football games on the road.
Highlanders will hand it off. The running back breaks through the line of scrimmage. Nice running play for the Highlanders on first down, all the way out to the 28-yard line. That'll be at Eastern Hills first down.
It's number 11, Ezekiel Greer, another freshman. They have quite a few freshmen on this team.
He's getting up limping as well.
I did touch base with Abram Graham a minute ago just to see how he's feeling, and he said he's feeling great. So nothing injury-wise keeping Abram from playing right now.
All right, that sideline, Sammy down on the Decatur Conference Center sideline. Thank you for that. And they might be trying to, well, clock is stopped with 50 seconds left. At halftime, we'll have scores from around the area. We'll have halftime stats. Try to bring you some of the homecoming festivities. We'll have the Big Blue Marching Band if they're going to do their normal show. 28-minute halftime show coming your way. Speaking of halftime, where's Charlie Tibbles at?
He's probably landing in Qatar about now. Seriously. It's a Trinity Realty timeout. Let's take one. We'll be right back.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing? I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Eastern Hills first and 10 from its own 27. Straightaway handoff goes out across the 30. Well, they'll mark him at the 30. Short gain of 2. 41 seconds and counting left here in your NRS second quarter. Eagles up big, 41-0 on your James Woods scoreboard so far.
That might be, no, they're going to have to snap it one more time. The play clock is at 25. The game clock is at 29, so they'll have to snap it one more time. But they don't want to snap it more than that, I don't think. I didn't see where they sent the.
I think they do want to snap it. Let me tell you, because they called a timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff a minute ago.
Okay. 2nd and 8. Straightaway handoff. That's the 33, Marvy Miller. And he's close to the line to gain, but now they're going to stop the clock with 2.7 seconds left.
Got Anthony Payton on top of this big press box here.
There's still time left, but the Highlanders are headed to the locker room. They're going to let it run.
Yeah, they'll run it.
That'll do it.
Hey, thanks to NRS for bringing us the second quarter. It's 41-0 here at halftime at homecoming.
That's what I'm about to do, is some halftiming.
Take a break and be back with our halftime show in a moment. This is Eagles football on the Decatur Sports Network.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding area. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Handlin, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant in our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Hallsale Street.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is a...
Welcome back to Decatur Eagles football at the half. It is 41-0. The Eagles lead the Eastern Hills Highlanders. It's been all Eagles. Since the first drive, it's been all Eagles. The Eagles did have to punt on their first possession, but I think they've put it in the end zone. Well, they had to punt one other time that ended up in a muff that the Eagles got at the 1-yard line. But the Eagles lead 41-0, looking to go to 2-0 in district play. Have some halftime stats for you, buddy. You ready for those?
Yes, sir. Looks like the Eagles are right on track. We got 16 first downs in the first half. We've had 18 carries for 225 yards and 14 receptions for 119 yards. We've got Jed Ross is 14 of 19, as I said before, for 119 yards. The big story is Jake Milligan. He's carried the ball 13 times for 90 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he's got 12 yards receiving on 2 catches for a touchdown also. So he's getting his carry numbers back up and down, back and forth. Ross looking really good in the backfield tonight. He's taking a couple shots early after passes have gone away. Nothing near a roughing the passer, but he's taking some shots back there. On defense, we've got about 26 tackles, and our leaders on the defensive side of the ball are as follows. Normal case, you've got Michael Trammell with 4, some really, really good tackles. Trammell's got some grabs from the backfield. You got Lane Heston with 7 tackles. He's our leading tackler for tonight. Ray Martinich with 3. He's usually right up there in the top as well. As far as our passing is concerned, like I said, Jed's 14 of 19 for 119 yards and 2 scores. Rushing, Milligan number 1 at 90. Caden Force has got a 31-yard carry on a reverse play midway through the second quarter that looked great. The mystery is Abram Graham, 2 carries for 7 yards and 1 touchdown, and he's not seen a lot of action since then. Rumor had it he was limping, but I've not seen anything that looks like it's any type of injury because he's not getting any type of medical attention whatsoever.
What do the comparisons look like between Eastern Hills? What have they been able to do offensively?
They got as far as rushing is concerned, let's go back to the main stat and get the team numbers up for you. Eastern Hills rushing, they've had 19 carries for 22 yards, and that was most of that was on a big carry at the end of the half. They've thrown the ball 6 times, 6 out of 13. As far as receiving yards are concerned, they've got 78 yards. They have 21 tackles and 7 first downs to our 16. Their offense looks much better than what we saw last week, but they don't have an answer for our offense as of yet. I think the Eagles have pretty much scored every time they've had the ball, with the exception of the 1 punt. And when we punted that down on the other end of the field down here, it was a muff, and we recovered that and then scored like 2 plays later. So it's a good night for the Eagle offense. The defense is pitching a shutout right now, and not sure if we'll see all those defensive starters back in the second half, but we'll see what's going on after that.
Impressive that Eastern Hills has 7 first downs.
Very impressive.
Last week, Carter Riverside only managed 1 in the whole game, and tonight you can tell this is a higher caliber team, but still down 41-0.
Sure. A couple of injuries. Their quarterback has had an ankle injury earlier off in the game, and then their running back, Cameron Rimble, the freshman, went out with what could have been maybe a knee injury or maybe a lower leg injury, one of the two. So they took him straight to the field house to get some medical attention, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
He didn't want to put any pressure on that right leg, so he's going to be out probably for the rest of the ball game. Halftime coming up. It's the homecoming court about to be introduced. We'll take a quick break and come back with halftime here at Eagle Stadium. It's 41-0 at the half. The Eagles lead on the Decatur Sports Network.
Established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40 plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Welcome back to Eagles football. 41-0 at the half. The Eagles lead over the Eastern Hills Highlanders. We're looking at scores from around the area. Games that are taking place within 30 miles. Is that what you have on yours, 30 miles?
I think mine is 50 miles.
Because I want to make sure we include that score you just showed me.
Yeah.
Looking at some scores, as we mentioned last night, Trophy Club Byron Nelson 27-7 winners over Keller Timber Creek. Justin Northwest won last night 42-7 over Hearst LD Bell.
Justin Northwest is the only unbeaten team in Wise County right now, by the way.
Okay. Fort Worth Northside Steers beat the Fort Worth South Hills Scorpions 40-20. Brewer over Denton 60-7. Some of these are finals from yesterday. Diamond Hill Jarvis loses to Western Hills 39-14. The Western Hills coaches were here in attendance earlier. Looks like they've maybe skedaddled back to Fort Worth.
Here's a hot one for you, Rob. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody listen up. The Denton Ryan Raiders 27, the Aledo Bearcats 14. And that's at halftime, folks. Halftime.
Springtown won last night 58-0 in the district. They defeated Carter Riverside last night. It's going down this list. Eaton is up 14-0 early in the second quarter there. Denton Braswell is trailing Louisville 28-10 at the half. Azle within 2 points as they get close to halftime there. Birdville 23, Azle 21. South Lake Carroll leads Keller 10-0 midway through the first quarter. Argyle big over Everman with a minute 46 left in the first half. It's Argyle 63, Everman 7. And Everman Bulldogs have obviously not had a good night tonight.
Falling on hard times. How about this? Lubbock Estacado Matadors and the Andrews Mustangs.
Those are two teams we played last year.
Some of our foes last year. They're tied at 22 at halftime.
That's out in Region 1, so we won't see those guys till the fifth round. We'd have to get to the fifth round of the playoffs to see those guys. Here's a Paradise over Bowie score. Paradise leads Bowie 26-0 at the half. I think all of our 5 pickers picked Paradise in the pick'ems today. You can see them on our Facebook page on the Decatur Sports Network. Coppell leads Denton Geyer 14-10 at the half. Alvord over Trenton 21-0 at halftime. Crowley leads Saginaw Boswell 14-7. Prosper and Prosper Rock Hill, 7-0 Prosper Eagles.
Here's a game that our pickers picked. It looks like they probably got most of it right. Salina Bobcats 35, your Aubrey Chaparral 7, and that's with 5:20 left to go in the second quarter.
Chase Chapman claims that the pickers all cheat off him and try to get his pick. So he picked Salina, and so did everybody else.
Yeah, everybody stayed with him. Still staying in 4A, some of the teams that we'll probably meet later on in the playoffs have, if we take care of business like we're supposed to. You've got Uvalde versus Somerset, and Somerset's up 21-0 at halftime.
We ain't going to see them people.
Maybe.
Is that, you
Yeah.
say Uvalde?
Yeah, they're in 4A division. They're
going to be. We'll have to see them at the state championship
we'll see
game
them.
because
We'll see
that's Region 4.
We'll see them.
South Texas.
Yeah, bring it on. Liberty Livingston, the Liberty Panthers over the Livingston Lions, 7-8 score. Longview Pine Tree, a high-ranked team in the state of Texas in our class, over Maybank, 14-0 at halftime. Tyler Chapel Hill 7, Palestine 0. Frisco Panther Creek, who played what I would consider a less than lackluster game. It was horrible. Some of our kids went to that game on Friday night last week. Frisco Panther Creek 14 over the Paris Wildcats 7.
There's a big old, tall, handsome man escorting his daughter down there. That's Coach Kaufman.
Yes,
he was
sir.
on the broadcast with us a couple of weeks ago. He's escorting his daughter there. They got matching Nike Air Force One shoes with the North Carolina blue and white.
Nice.
All right. They're introducing some of the people here at halftime. We'll see if we can pick it up on our crowd mic. Probably not going to be that good. I wish we had a mic, a feed from the booth down the way from us.
What a wonderful night for a homecoming celebration here in Decatur. A large crowd here. Looks like nobody's left at all. So
Can't leave till they crown the homecoming queen.
We have two athletes, two football players, if you will, that are nominees for their respective classes or organizations, and that would be Jed Ross, our quarterback, and Abram Graham, starting running back. Both of those guys have been nominated in the homecoming court this year. So both of those guys being seniors last year here. Pretty excited. They're pretty excited about all this.
You got Coach Kaufman in the mix. It's going to be hard to outdress him.
Oh, yeah.
He's
sharp.
down there. He's looking sharp, standing at the 35-yard line. As they're bringing, I guess this might be the junior class. What do they call him, the Bow?
King nominee. Mm-hmm.
King nominee, okay.
And the other nominees, the girls are called the Princesses, and the winner, of course, will be crowned the Queen. So
I've heard of the homecoming queen before.
Yeah.
Is there a homecoming king here?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
That's correct. And like I said, we've got two football athletes or starting athletes that are in the running for the King's Award tonight.
And one of those is going to be quarterback Jed Ross. He's going to be the next person introduced. I'm assuming that's going to be walking out with his mom. I can't see all the way over there. And then also number 8, Abram Graham. That might be what they're saving him for homecoming, for halftime.
Could be.
They're saving it instead of getting him the ball so much. They're wanting him to be fresh to be able to walk across the stadium here.
I don't know that. I'm not sure who his escort is. I'm not sure if it's his mom or not. Could be. I can't see from over here. My eyes are too feeble.
Well, I don't know who his mom is, so can't comment either. But we'll get some double confirmation on this.
I always, when I pick the homecoming queens, I always
Mrs.
go
Ross.
with the sparkling dresses. Okay, if you're wearing a sparkling dress, I think you stand a better chance of winning. Now that may not mean a whole lot to anybody else but me, but that's the way I look at it. So right now we've got two girls out there with sparkling dresses on, so it could be between those two.
Now, in the past, I've thought it was the homecoming queen was up for senior girls only.
Yes, that's correct. Senior girls homecoming queen, and I believe it's senior boys homecoming king, and that's something that's changed since I was in school. But then, of course, everything's changed since I was in school. We have cars now, not wagons. Yeah, that looks like Jed's mom.
Yeah, it is. We've got confirmation. She's
the lovely Mrs. Ross. She's a real team mom too, by the way. 7-on-7. She was at everything on 7-on-7. We did that this summer, down there at the state championship in College Station, or the state tournament. Pardon me. She's a real good teen mom. It really is.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's Jed's senior year, and it's probably been a stressful thing on her for this year, last year, when your son's a starting quarterback, and he's back there under pressure, and everybody's gunning for him, and he's in charge of directing the offense, and a lot of pressure on his shoulders. It kind of bleeds over onto the parents, especially the moms.
Sure, I agree.
So
I tell you, Jed's taken a lot of vicious hits this year, just as he lets go of the ball. And there's some of those hits that he's taken, and I look at him and I think, is he going to get up? And he's got up every time. So he's a tough kid, very tough. He's been tough as long as I've been around with him. And he started playing for us Pee Wee wise when he was in the 6th grade. So he did really well.
What's he stand about, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, that's 6'2". He stands about this tall.
Yeah.
If you look.
All right, let's see who's next. If I can see all the way across there.
It's going to be the senior girl nominee for the court.
We'll get our spotter in here to give us the names, so we can't see them. Catherine Mallory.
Correct.
That's who it is. All right. That's who's making her way across in the red dress.
We saw these guys at the parade on Wednesday. They rode in cars that were, I won't say donated, but cars that were used by from Jameswood Motors, and they looked really good out there driving around in the parade. So big turnout for the homecoming parade too this year. Very big.
Did you go to it?
Oh yeah, I always go.
Were you the Grand Marshal?
No. Let me tell you, this is the first time since I've been involved in these parades that I wasn't either on the float with some players or driving the vehicle pulling a float. So this was kind of nice for me because I got to stand back and watch it all. Was there with my great-grandson, Trey, watching the parade. He had a great time, by the way. I think he slept through half of it, but it's okay.
So were you collecting candy?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. I was giving it to him, of course. And I was taking my 3% great-grandfather tax out of the candy I caught for him. So,
giving it to him so then you could send him home to his parents.
No. He's now if I would take him with me everywhere I'd go if I could. Trust me. Kids are great. I love my children. Grandkids were incredible. But the best thing I've got so far is my great-grandson, Trey. And I'm telling you, man, he is it for me. I'm telling you. I love him.
Should have had him first.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I said, we should have had great-grandkids before we had kids. They're more fun. She's kind of laughed.
Isaiah Rodriguez is going to be the next Homecoming King nominee. He's on the far side. And then Abram Graham is back there. And we'll see if we can't get our spotter to identify.
Isn't Isaiah Rodriguez the band nominee? Yeah, that's correct. I thought so, yeah.
Got him a gray suit and a blue bow tie.
Man, everybody's looking sharp out there.
Yeah, they are.
Looking sharp.
Isabella Ramirez is who's next.
She's the band queen nominee, if I'm not mistaken.
So how do they do it at Decatur? Each organization nominates somebody, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
During the parade and community pep rally that we had here at the stadium last night, which, by the way, the turnout for the community pep rally was unbelievable. The stands were packed on this side for the pep rally. They introduced the players and different organizations. And then afterwards, or along towards the end of the pep rally, they had a field goal kicking contest. And one of the girls just drilled it. And I can't remember which one it was, but, I mean, she drilled it straight through the uprights. Jace Watson was holding for everybody, so it was pretty funny watching them all do it.
You're talking about everybody on the field looking sharp.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to see Mr. Lyle Lackey down there dressed up. He's handing out the flowers to the kids to give to their parents, and he's looking sharp down there at the about the 42-yard line.
He's looking pretty dapper, that's for sure.
I sent him a picture of him earlier, and I kind of had to make a joke of him, but he went and changed, and he's looking good tonight.
My favorite picture of Lackey, because Mr. Lackey was a few games last year. He was over in the student section with all the students, and they were passing him across the top of the crowd like some kind of kid at a rock concert. It was incredible looking. Abram Graham with the wonderful Mrs. Graham. She was there this year, 7-on-7 in College Station, and all of our 7-on-7 games that we played throughout the season.
You said this is Isabella
Ramirez. I believe that's correct, yes.
She's being introduced right there, standing at the 50-yard line on our halftime video.
Another sparkling dress. Yeah.
All right, here comes Abram Graham. So what organization is he from?
He's from the senior class.
Oh, senior class, okay. So how many seniors are out here? Jed Ross, Abram Graham.
There's 4, I believe. I believe there's 4, yeah. I don't see him limping. Do you, Rob? He looks good.
Yeah, he does look good. 8 seniors? 4 boys, 4 girls? Okay. Yeah, looking at Abram Graham, he's seems to be moving good. Got a treat for you in the second half. We're going to unplug one of these mics and plug in a new mic and maybe introduce you to somebody new on the broadcast tonight.
That's great. It's always good to have a special guest.
Oh, no, I don't think he's going to be a special guest. He's about to inherit a headset, I think.
It's a practice round, I think, right? You know what they call it? Play the front 9 for a practice round?
Aubrey what? Aubrey Duncan is who's being escorted now. That's Abram's girlfriend. Let's see if she's wearing a purple dress.
Sparkly. There you go.
Sparkly purple dress. Her dad's got a sports coat on, cowboy hat. Can't go wrong with that look.
Always a good look.
Mr. Lackey comes out and shakes his hand. Okay, so they've all been introduced. We'll see if we can't turn up our mic and hear the halftime, the PA announcer to see who is crowned king and queen.
Tonight, we would like to thank the Select Homes for donating Homecoming King's crown and Homecoming Queen's tiara. We would also like to recognize and
Big Blue Band obviously not doing their halftime show tonight as they are playing the same song on repeat for about 21 minutes. Yeah, they're. All right, here we go.
Thank you for your continued support of Decatur ISD. Tonight's homecoming king and queen will be crowned by last year's queen, Jocelyn Espinoza, who's a journalism major at Texas Tech, and Ronaldo Aguilar, who's studying audio engineering at Weatherford College. Congratulations again to all of tonight's nominations, and good luck. Your 2024 Decatur High School Homecoming King is Isaiah Rodriguez.
They say Isaiah Rodriguez is going to be the homecoming king. They'll come out and give him a crown and some flowers and going to put a crown on him.
Sash.
Surely they don't give him flowers.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But they do give him a crown.
Should give him a scepter. That'd be cool. Just a scepter.
And
now the
your
queen.
2024 Decatur High School Homecoming Queen is Isabella Ramirez.
Isabella Ramirez. Looks like the band is going to sweep it here at Homecoming 2024. That's your homecoming king and queen here at halftime. We'll take a break and be back with the third quarter when we come back on the Decatur Sports Network.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing? I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding area. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Handlin, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant in our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As we get ready to start your Triple T windows, third quarter. Eagles with a big lead on your James Wood scoreboard, 41-0.
Yeah, well, we got just a second, Pat.
Yes,
Want
sir.
to bring in a new voice on the broadcast tonight. We've got Justin Reagan with us.
Hey, have they explained to you yet about the pledging period?
No, they have not.
We'll talk about that after the game.
That's when it happens after the first game.
Yeah.
Anyway, Justin's going to hop on here with us in the second half and chime in because we need some help when the scores get like this, 41-0. So he's going to jump in here whenever he wants to.
So I know you have a son that's a freshman.
Correct.
A son that's a freshman, and then some others that are in youth football or middle school, or
yes,
what do you got? Tell us the lineup at your house.
Actually, me and my wife have 3 that are in Decatur. So our oldest is actually a senior. She plays soccer.
Okay.
Her name's Isabella. Reese is our freshman.
Plays quarterback, right?
He plays quarterback for the freshman team. And then our youngster is a second grader. His name is Rhett.
Okay.
And he plays in the youth football program.
Gotcha. You're on the same squad as Chapman?
Yes, me and Chase do coach the second grade team together.
My gosh. Where's the game tomorrow?
Our game's actually at home. We'll play Crum here tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, that's the important game.
That is the important game.
So getting ready for your Parker Properties kickoff. The Eagles will be kicking off to start the third quarter. From as we look at them, be from our right to our left, kicking toward the north end zone. I'm wondering if the Highlanders made any material halftime adjustments.
I'm not real sure what they were going to be able to do. I mean, try to not get your freshman killed as already out the window.
Did we? Who was the guy that went into the locker room? Did he come back out in pads?
I don't know if he came back out, but I don't think he's going to play again tonight.
Aldape's kick is away. It's high. It'll be fielded at the 9-yard line. Out across the 15. And be pushed out of bounds by Heston and Jake Milligan at the 17-yard line.
Ezekiel Greer on the return. He gets up after being slammed out of bounds and jogs to the other side, so he looks good. There at the end of the half, he was kind of limping around a little bit. Pat, I don't know if you heard the halftime show that we had, but it was 7 first downs for the Highlanders. There's 6 more than Riverside had all of last week.
Yeah.
So
I told you I'm taking the Highlanders in that matchup.
I will too.
Yeah. By 20.
By
20.
I talked to somebody that has a lot to do with the district and the program, and they think this might be a playoff team here, the Highlanders.
Could
One
be.
of the top 4.
So on 1st and 10 for Eastern Hills. Snaps on the ground to Harris. He picks it up, completes a pass in the flats on the far side, but nothing doing there as Keaton Good wraps up the receiver for a loss of 2.
Another bad snap. It rolled back to the quarterback and threw the timing up off, and then Draylon McGolvery, the 6'1 sophomore, gets up limping after that tackle.
How'd you say it?
I'll say it different every time. That way at least I'll get it right once. 2nd down and about 11 with the ball spotted back at the 15, 16-yard line of the Highlanders.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap is back. Handoff straight away. Running back breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's got a first down all the way out to the Decatur 35, maybe the 36-yard line. Finally a tackle made there by Cason Cooper.
Them big old guys up front created a hole for the little running back.
Greer looks good, a freshman.
Looks like he's got some speed, yeah. And that line is big, number 72 out there, Thaddeus Harvey, 6'2", 260. And
he's one of the smaller ones.
He outweighs our guard by almost 100 pounds.
They got 2 of them at 340. 1st and 10 Highlanders. Opening possession of the third quarter. Pass is incomplete, but that's a lateral, and Trammell's going to pick it up, and they're going to blow it dead.
Oh, these coaches in the booth next to us, they were pounding on the booth saying, pick it up, but I guess the official blew it dead. It's going to be incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Number 75 out there, the right tackle for the Highlanders, Prince Uso, 6'1", 340.
Yeah. He looks all of it, too.
He's a junior. And there, if you notice, there hasn't been any – that would be the quarterback's blind side, the left-handed quarterback. There hasn't been much traffic coming into the backfield from the right side of that Eastern Hills line.
2nd and 10. Well, just as you say that, Lane Heston buzzes in from the left side and sacks Harris for a loss all the way back to the 29. Well, they'll mark him at the 30.
Broadcaster jinx, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Or maybe that's what broadcasters say when they don't know what they're talking about. They just blame it on a jinx.
Yeah.
3rd down and 16, the ball back at the 30.
Datavian Bates put on some gloves at halftime, and they are sharp. I don't know what color. It actually, maybe he's secretly Stretch Armstrong.
He better not be holding because he can't hide it with those lime green gloves. He's in the slot on the right side of that formation.
3rd down, 16. And we've got flags thrown and whistles. Looks like it's going to be illegal procedure on the Highlanders.
I think he was in motion, and he was ready to take Keegan Hatchell's helmet off. But he held up. That could be really dangerous if he wanted it to be. But he just went in there and was going to get in the way of Hatchell. And I think they called him on a false start. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a little more than 20.
I mean, those are some bright.
You can see him on the screen. He's in the slot on the right side. Bright green, right on the hash.
Snap is back. Running back is hit. The ball's out. It's picked up by Keaton Good, and he's going to score. A scoop and score for the Decatur Eagles with 9:15 left in your third quarter.
I didn't see who was back there. Maybe Lane Heston that was back there to break things up, and the mesh never happened. The ball squirts loose. The handoff never happened. And the Eagles, it was Good that just picked it up off a hop. That's the second time the Eagles could have scored on a fumble on this drive. The first one was ruled an incomplete pass. That one, no question about it. And the Eagles now up 47-0 with the Decatur Tire extra point coming up from Al Dapi.
Decatur with the defensive score, the defensive McLaughlin Supply touchdown. And the Decatur Tire extra point is up, and it is good. Your score, 48-0 on your James Wood scoreboard. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as the Parker Properties kickoff lands at the 14 and almost recovered again by the Eagles, but just grabbed right before Lane Heston could grab the ball, he grabbed the return man.
Looking at the predictions coming into tonight's game, the Eagles were 25-point favorites over Eastern Hills. Western Hills is a 41-point favorite over Diamond Hill Jarvis. In Springtown, as we mentioned, 71 points, the favorite over Carter Riverside. It ended up being 58. Got a report from the Decatur Conference Center sideline. They will have a running clock the rest of the game. Thank you. The sideline stallion, Sam Alaniz down there.
So the Highlanders will start 1st and 10 from their own 15 as the clock does roll with 8:42 left in your Triple T Windows third. Straightaway handoff going nowhere. Michael Trammell in the backfield along with number 50, Daniel Rocha. Loss of 2.
I think that's still number 20. That's number 33 for Eastern Hills, Marvy Miller. They've had 3 or 4 different running backs tonight. He's been one of them. Justin, our defensive line seems to be in their backfield before they can hand the ball off. Why is that happening? I mean, obviously they're not blocking us. Are we doing something special that you see?
Not that I can see. It just
we're just whooping them. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
We're definitely getting plenty of hats back there.
Okay.
Hand off, and that running back is Miller again. He's going to be dropped for a loss again. That was
Keaton Good on the tackle.
I thought Wesley Morton was in on it as well.
Yeah, it looks like we might actually have quite a bit of our second group here right now on defense. So you're seeing a lot of these other guys get in.
Yep, time to pay attention to the roster, Rob.
I've got it right here. Let's see. I don't see our linebackers. Let me look at them here.
I think most of them
there's Lane
starters.
Heston.
Yeah. They'll probably play him through the fourth quarter.
Morton.
3rd and 14, Harris. Completed pass in the flat here on the near side. That's to Greer, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 11. No gain, and it's going to be a punting situation for the Highlanders deep in their own territory. We'll see how this goes.
They haven't had great punts tonight either. One of them only netted 7 yards. And it looks like he definitely does not want to kick it to the Decatur return guys, which we don't have at the moment. The official standing back there to receive this punt, and nobody else. Nobody in a blue jersey. Maybe the Eagles don't believe it. Or maybe they just know it's going to go out of bounds. We'll see if he notices there's no return man deep.
They're
and
calling timeout.
If he'll kick it deep, it's going to save delay a game. Why would they? Why do you think they don't have a deep man back?
Because they don't care. They just don't. They just
let it roll.
Yeah, they. The only thing they're worried about is a fake, I suppose, and
Well, the majority of their punts haven't gone a very large distance in the first place, so might as well keep your regular defense out there in case they decide to do something different.
They've been angling them to the sideline.
They may have
kicking them out of bounds.
Buddy just wrote me a note. He's right. They may have a strong block on, and I don't think it's going to have they haven't shown any ability to get a strong punt off that's going to go more than at most 30 yards, even if there's nobody back there.
Well, Buddy has that headset that's piped into the coaches, so he knows exactly what's coming. And this is about the spot on the field where we had a blocked punt for a touchdown last week. I would go for another one of those.
It's an odd defensive set for us, too, with no return man. And just as we say that, it's the best punt of the night, but it does roll out of bounds at the Highlander 44.
That would have rolled a good 15 to 20 yards, except it took a hard right and went right out of bounds. Poor guy. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles. And, maybe they wanted to back it up. They knew they're going to get good field position anyway. Maybe you can back it up and you can control this clock a little bit that's still running with 5.5 minutes to go. Triple T Windows brings us the third quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Abram Graham in the backfield again here with Ross. Play fake. Ross looking for Riggins. This falls incomplete.
Number 9, Jaden Gibson, the 6-foot, 245-pound junior back there to give Ross a love tap as he released the football. Ross went down but didn't draw a flag. Brings up 2nd down.
Jackson Hogan in at the H position. He'll be at H-back on the left side of the offensive line. Pistol formation for the Eagles. Handoff Graham. He's through the line of scrimmage. He's got a Christian Heston first down inside the 30 down to the 29.
Just right up the gut. And I guess Graham should have some fresh legs. Milligan did a lot of the carrying there in the first half.
Third quarter.
Saving Graham's legs for the halftime so he could be escorted out. And now he's going to get the football here in the second half maybe. And now he comes right back out of the football game.
Fletcher's checked in at tailback, and Jackson Hogan stays in at the H position. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. There's your snap. Quick pass to the far side, complete to Berg. Short gain down to maybe the 27. Gain of 1.
Springtown has the night off, and, we're famous and popular there in Springtown. I'm sure we have a lot of listeners there in Springtown listening to us. So
they loved old Charlie Tibbles, trust me.
I bet Bridgeport did too.
2nd and 8. Toss to Fletcher. He's across the line of scrimmage for another short gain of 1.
We mentioned right before half Charlie was.
He is not in U.S. airspace, I can tell you. I did tell him I'd give him a shout-out, but he's not going to hear it. Clock continues to run under 3.5 minutes. Handoff Fletcher through the line of scrimmage inside the 25 to the 24. That's going to be short of the first down marker. And it looks like it's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Eagles. They'll leave the offense on the field.
Yeah, 4th down and 4. See what we can do here.
Snap is back. Ross looking right. Throws it complete to Berg. First down, Eagles. Pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And inside the quick card red zone. 2:50 and the clock still running here in the third quarter.
The Eagles going to try to punch it in again to make it 55 That's what a touchdown would make it.
Snap is back. Handoff. Fletcher weaves his way inside the 10. Gain of 4.
It's going to bring up second down at about 7. Ball's going to be spotted at the 10-yard line.
Riggins and Forrest to the left. Berg alone, split wide right. Straightaway handoff, Fletcher. He'll be met at about the 8. Short gain of 1.
Shout out to Donald McMaster listening to us from Cozumel.
Hey. Third down and 6. Eagles inside the Highlander 10. Ross looks to throw, looks left, throws left toward the end zone, complete to Caden Forrest, and he's in. Nice run after the catch and across the goal line for Caden Forrest. And it's another McLaughlin Supply touchdown for the Eagles.
Well, he made that look easy, wide open, and just turned it up. And I think he was hit one time, but he brushed it off, was able to get into the end zone, and it's 54-0 with the Decatur Tire extra point coming up. And it's been all Eagles, continues to be all Eagles tonight with 1:22 and counting here in the third.
Eldape's kick is up. It's good, and 55-0 is your score on your James Woods scoreboard. Decatur with the lead. We'll be back with more after this.
Injuries happen, and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to X-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing? I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we start the Wise Choice Meats fourth quarter. Eagles up big 55-0 over the Eastern Hills Highlanders on homecoming night 2024. Eldape's kick is high. Fielded at the 8. And that's Sam Cannon. Almost had him there at about the 8. And ball's out at the 14, but I think Eastern Hills has recovered it. That was Rylan Cavazos unloaded on the return man, Tim Trahan.
I couldn't tell if that was a football that came out or somebody's helmet. That's why I kind of made a noise. I thought his helmet got popped off because he got smoked down there at the 14-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Highlanders. Man, they've had a couple of drives across the 50, but they haven't snapped the ball very many times in Decatur territory. Tomorrow, who do you got, Pat? You've got Texas A&M or you've got Missouri? Who are you taking in? Texas A&M -2.5.
Where is it?
Texas A&M.
I'm going with the Aggies. The Eagles will hand it off to Green Hands. And he's out across the 24. I think that's going to be a Highlander first down. Old Datavian Green Hands Bates.
That's what they call him. That's what they call him. Old Datavian Green.
I mean, he busted those out at halftime, didn't he? He didn't have those in the first half.
We would have spotted it. Now he limps off the field. But it is going to be a first down for the Highlanders. Next week, the Eagles will be back at home.
Diamond Hill Jarvis, 7 o'clock kickoff. Harris in a shotgun, takes the snap. Straightaway handoff. Now the running back bounces to the outside, and he's got plenty of room down the near sideline. He's across midfield, across the 40, inside the Eagle 35, all the way down to the 33. Let's start getting some numbers in here on the defensive side of the ball for Decatur. I see number 6 over there, buddy, Jacob Garcia.
Yeah, I see Wiley Stone out there. Zach Connors out there as well. Number 50, Daniel Rocha's out there. Who you got?
Cornerback on this side is Euler.
19, Sam Cannon.
As the clock continues to run, 9:40 left in this one.
Yeah, Josh Euler, number 27 on this near side.
Snap is high, but the running back gets it, bounces out to the outside, and runs right into Zach Connor right there. He'll drop the running back, Miller, for a 2-yard loss.
Wesley Morton in there on the tackle. Another high snap, Pat, that just it ended up in the running back's hands, but they're having trouble getting the ball from the center to the quarterback.
So during the break, we were talking about things that we could say, and there was one player from Eastern Hills that a notable player that I think everybody – well, you may have to be of a certain age to know this guy. But if you're my age, 58, you remember him when you were a kid. Uwe von Schamann, the great kicker for the University of Oklahoma, went to Eastern Hills. As Harris will keep this one on second down, he'll bring it out to the 31-yard line. I'll never forget the game. Was it Nebraska, buddy? They were playing Nebraska. All I can remember was Uwe, it was back when they used to kick with no shoes on, and it was about 28 degrees, and they called timeout to ice the kicker. All of the Sooners came over to the sideline, and it must have been in Lincoln because they were chanting Uwe, 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 and he never came over to the sideline. He stayed out on the field all by himself during the timeout, and then booted it straight through for an OU win.
Had a ball carrier get loose and get inside the 20 down near the 15. Going to be a first down for the Highlanders. Our new segment next week.
We have a new segment?
Yeah, it's called Story Time with Uncle Pat.
Well,
we made it up tonight. And we're going to need it next week, I have a feeling.
I feel a flu coming on.
First down and 10 at the 15 of the Highlanders, and trying to put some points on the board here. See if this defense can stiffen up.
I could just make up fake stories like I told my own children when they were young. First and 10, handoff Miller. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Who is that? He's going to get up off the ground there.
28.
Mario Monreal. How do I say it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Saw if he would have escaped that tackle, you saw who was there to make the tackle. Jacob Garcia was waiting for that opportunity. And they tried the old wheel route out of the backfield a couple plays ago, and Jacob went with him down the sideline. He wasn't fooled by that. Second down and, I don't know, about 15 or 16 here in the fourth quarter. Wise Choice Meats brings us the fourth. Go by and see them. You get ready for your next tailgate party or cookout, family gathering.
There's your snap. Toss is to Greer, and he's bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. That was Keegan Hatchell that got to him, along with
76 Wyatt Nix. It's going to be another loss on the play. Third down and almost 20. The ball spotted it back to the 27-yard line.
You know, if you want me to tell all those stories, I can. And I had a whole host of them that I told my kids when they were little.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They had characters. We had the Chopper Witch. I don't know if that one's going to be appropriate. Actually, none of them are going to be. They're all scary. At the Chopper Witch.
It's October, Halloween's coming up.
We had the Chopper Witch. We had the Trickery Bird. We had Redbeard the Pirate. And my favorite of all was Fred the Jumbo Man.
Now, Trey just got married a couple of weeks ago. Do you think he's going to continue these stories?
He might. He might.
Did you ever tell him they weren't real?
They figured it out, once
okay.
they got to middle school.
But Trinity Realty.
Poor Cam, when they were in middle school, he was still like 5, so he was petrified. But
Trinity Realty timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break here on the Decatur Sports Network.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Third down and long. Coming out of that timeout, third down and 20.
Was I live when I said that? All right. That was episode 3 of Fred the Jumbo Man. I'm glad y'all didn't hear that. 3rd and 20. Harris is going to throw it across the middle. Incomplete. He was looking for number 12, Dorian Gilland.
I didn't see. Oh, okay. I saw him now.
I
was looking. I was like, where is he at? But he must have cut it off and ran a little crossing route at about the 15.
He put that ball in there, and I was like, where is number 6 swoop? Let's swoop across there and just grab that sucker, Jacob. Yeah.
All right, 4th and long.
4:33 and counting before the end of the ball game. And Keegan Hatchell's out here playing cornerback. That's odd. Harris going to keep it himself. Portales misses him. And Keaton Good does not. No, it's not Keaton Good.
28, Monreal. 29 is who it is. That's Hunter Hale. Ended up making the tackle. A turnover on downs. It'll be Eagle football.
Let's see who's going to be out here on the Eagle offense here for probably the last possession.
Justin, what do you think? 4 minutes left. Get the football back. What are we going to see?
I'm going to say we're going to see a lot between the tackles here.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to show too much here that would
no trick plays?
Nothing that'll add anything to film at this point.
New quarterback is going to be number 10, Caden Forrest. Jed Ross's night is done.
Achilles Rivera, the back. But along with Fletcher, who they hand it to, and Fletcher's going to be hit before the line of scrimmage and drop for a loss.
Yeah, no gain on the play. It's going to be a loss of 3. Clock continues to run. The Eagles do need a couple of first downs maybe to keep this clock rolling. Or I guess you could just take delay of games for 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
You could.
But they'll snap it, and I guess if they have to, they'll punt it back to Eastern Hills. Second down and 12.
Snap is back. Hand off to the running back. Metz a couple of yards deep behind the backfield. That was big number 9, Jaden Gibson. But I was looking at scores, Rob, and so Eastern Hills beat Western Hills last week. Western Hills beat Diamond Hill Jarvis 40-14 this week. I may need to come up with some stories.
It wouldn't surprise me if you'd probably never hear Coach Huff or any of the coaches thinking that far ahead, but just if you compare it, the scores on paper, it looks like it could be a very, very lopsided ball game next week. And we had an interesting stat that maybe Diamond Hill Jarvis hasn't won a football game in several years. 2, 3, 20, 23 years? 2 years? 30 games.
I think
30 years? Okay, 30 games.
We're under 2 minutes, and it's time to maybe start a little discussion about player of the game.
And we can go ahead and start the postgame show.
Yeah. Just merge them all into the last 2 minutes.
We'll have The sideline stallion will chase down Coach Huff after the game and get post-game comments there. A punt away for the Decatur Eagles.
Fair catch signal by Eastern Hills. A nice punt. That's going to help Milligan's average all the way down to the Eastern Hills 32-yard line. But I don't think there's any question who the player of the game is tonight. Jake Milligan.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding game. And that 114 play drive, I bet he carried the ball or caught the ball 10 or 11 times on that one drive that ended in the touchdown. We'll have his final stats in the post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Huff. We'll have some scores. I don't think we'll have many final scores because this game is going to be over much earlier than everybody else. Anthony Payton up top, working the camera, doing a good job.
We got to give Hunter a shout-out,
yeah,
too.
Hunter's working the computer. He's jumped in here and taking a load off Pat's shoulders, having to produce this deal, run the commercials, and the scoreboard. We get to have a clock now.
And tell stories.
Yeah. And identify homecoming king and queen nominees and inside information. He's been super valuable. Of course, Justin Reagan, he's going to be with you next week.
You're in next week?
Yes, I'll be here next week with you.
Nice. We haven't even said our special military guest, William Orrin, here, gives all the classified information and all the military secrets.
Well, that's what we were saving for the post game.
Oh.
And that's in 7 seconds. Decatur's.
That's going to do it. Decatur will not advance, but they'll go 2-0 in district defeat. They defeat Eastern Hills 55-0. We'll be back with your post-game show after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm.
Welcome back to Eagles football as the Eagles win it tonight 55-0. We've got Sam down on the field. Sam, second half, it was going pretty quick. What were your thoughts there in the second half? Or are you going to get Coach Huff?
Let me try to get Coach Huff real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Coach Huff, we held another district opponent to 0 here while putting up 55, Coach, and we're getting out of here pretty healthy. Can you just help give me something about this game today?
Well, I kind of like we talked about all week, and kind of like I say as advertised a lot, but I'll tell you, that team has a lot of speed. Very scary coming into this game. I thought the kids did a great job bottling them up tonight because the quarterback he's a spider. He can get out of there anytime, and the kids did a good job. I thought they played at a very high level defensively tonight, got after it. Because we go out there and sputter out on our first series, miss some blocks and do some silly stuff, but then they came back pretty focused. And also like second half, not doing anything silly, not turning the ball over, and keeping the defense playing hard.
Yes, sir. Well, that's all I got for you, Coach. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Congratulations.
That's Coach Huff with sideline Sammy down there. Sammy, we'll come back to you in just a moment, get your final thoughts after these stats. So got Buddy Kirkland's got our final stats tonight. What they look like in the finals.
The passing tonight was 17 of 23 for 141 yards. And as far as rushing is concerned, we had 27 carries tonight for 240 yards. The scoring summary or scoring plays, if you will, let's see, you had Jake Milligan had 4 touchdowns rushing. Abram Graham had 1 rushing. And as far as receiving is concerned, Caden Forrest, Abram Graham, and Jake Milligan all had 1 each touchdowns receiving. So that means Jed Ross threw for 3 touchdowns tonight after 17 out of 23 for 141. Leading receiver tonight was a tie, actually. Chase Bird and Caden Forrest both had 49 yards receiving. As far as rushing is concerned, your leader is going to be Jake Milligan with 90 yards. Like I said, it's another Jake Milligan night. He's our player of the game, by the way. If that hasn't been announced yet, I think we should.
Yeah, he's definitely the player of the game.
So definitely the player of the game. He had a great night tonight.
5 total touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, and it's one of those guys, he breaks the corner, he's gone.
Well, let's send it down to Sideline Sammy and get his final thoughts on this 55-0 victory by the Eagles.
My final thoughts are I'm grateful that we play the preseason or the pre-district games that we do, because I don't feel like we get a true test of our fortitude through this. But what these games do help us out with is learn how to avoid the big mistakes, the penalties. It's because you got to stay focused. It's hard to stay focused when you're up 50 points or 40 points going into a second half. It's good to see that our kids stayed composed and didn't get chippy or anything like that. I think that all signs are pointing the right direction for us right now.
All right. Thank you, Sammy. Got Pat Wadlington back with us. And, Pat, a big win tonight, 55-0.
70-0, 55-0.
Hey, we'll take it. As Sammy was saying, you probably don't get a whole lot out of these games, but you do get to work on some things. But there's going to be some more games kind of like this on the district schedule. But down the road, you've got Springtown. You know how that game's going to be. It's going to be a very hot and contested game.
That will be intense.
And then it's going to be – then you get to the playoffs, and it does not get easy when you get to the playoffs when there's people like Salina and Panther Creek or whoever's waiting for us on the other end. So it's always good to maybe have some of these games. You can work on some stuff, even get a little bit of confidence going. You lost 3 out of 4 to start the season. And
if you need to, rest some people.
Yeah, get healthy.
That's one thing we can get out of these games.
Get healthy and stay healthy.
Yep. I didn't see anybody come off injured.
No, I think Graham, he didn't look just right. I don't know. It could have been precautionary. It could have been maybe some cramps, but he didn't look just right. But he played the whole game.
Yep.
So we'll see next week.
Now, if we can just keep people from getting hurt during the week.
Yeah. We did have an injury there in. We did have an injury in practice this week that took out one of our defensive backs. So yeah.
Is it Diamond Hill Jarvis next week?
I think that's right.
Yeah, going to be here. So that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff.
And it could be over early. By the way, I want to point this out. It's 9:21. Eastern Hills has not been in Decatur 3 hours yet. They showed up late at 6:30 is when they pulled up to the stadium. It's 9:21. By the time they pulled in to the end of this game, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's hard to have. I mean, I don't know. Not that the lack of pregame warm-ups cost them the game, but they sure rolled in here late like it wasn't very important. So, anyway.
The Decatur kids are talking trash.
Oh, no. Decatur kids is in the Decatur.
I think it's Coach Cotton's kids. They're talking trash to the Highlanders.
You said kids. It's like the 4-year-olds, not the athletes.
No, not the high school kids. I mean, they're 2, 3, 4 years old, just running around. So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. On behalf of everybody that was part of it tonight, Pat Wadlington, thanks to Rob Matthews for stepping in on color. Justin Reagan, welcome aboard. Hunter Donahue on our production team with the computer stuff, and the one and only, Buddy Kirkland on stats, and last but not least, upstairs, the man that does it all with the camera, Anthony Payton. That will do it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening, and Eagle Fight
never dies.
Good night, everybody.